Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the University of Chester. I'm Vice-Chancellor Professor Eunice Simmons, and after a challenging couple of years for us all, it's such a pleasure to be able to invite you back into the university and have so much to celebrate. So I hope you've all enjoyed the refreshments and the opportunity to catch up and network in person again. So this is my first High Sheriff's Award as Vice-Chancellor here at Chester, and it's been so encouraging to see the enthusiasm and the interest that's been generated by this event. And tonight's awards very much align with our aspirations for the university, its students and its communities. One of the key themes of our citizen-student strategy is building social capital. And for us, that means finding new and creative ways to open doors for our students. We want to ensure that our students and our graduates have the connections they need to create and seize opportunities for their personal, academic, and career development. Enabling our students to define their development in this way means that success emerges as a much more meaningful picture than academic achievement alone. All of you here tonight contribute to this, and it's so important to recognise and celebrate. And there are, of course, teams of colleagues here at the university who work hard to establish and develop our vital networks and connections, and my thanks go out to them. Our excellent venture programme, for example, offers our students the resources and support to explore their own entrepreneurial potential. And colleagues in the Centre for Professional and Economic Development here at Chester Business School arrange work placements for second-year undergrads every year, creating essential links between university students and their potential employers. Our successful Business Growth Programme team work with small and medium-sized businesses, helping them to address any challenges and achieve the next stage of their development. And all of these services and many others have had to adapt over the last 2 years, and I applaud all of them for having emerged this year with an offer and a network that are personalised and purposeful. I also encourage and invite all of our visitors here tonight to talk to our staff about the opportunities to engage further with us. We're open for business, and the pandemic has accelerated our ability to innovate. Indeed, at the university, we've had to think about what the future may look like for our students and how best we can prepare them. And as a result, we've actually had to evolve as an institution. We've learned that we can do so many things differently and better. Tonight's refreshed event and the aspirations and achievements of those we'll be celebrating are representative of that evolution. So to introduce tonight's awards in more detail, I will welcome in a moment our High Sheriff of Cheshire, who I hope already feels very much at home at our Queen's Park site, having worked here under its previous ownership. Many of the fine artefacts are probably down to Robert. Since those days, Robert has initiated and supported some great work as chair of the Ellesmere Port Development Board, for example, and as a member of our local enterprise partnership. He's also the recipient of an honorary doctorate from the university in recognition of his contribution to our local economy and the key roles he's played in business. As a university, we very much appreciate and share his understanding of the contribution that students, graduates, and indeed volunteers make to our local economies alongside our businesses. So just before Robert takes the floor, with that in mind, I would like to ask our Deputy Dean of Business, Kirsty Simpson, to offer a small token of appreciation to our High Sheriff and indeed to Hayley, who I know has been such a great support this year. These were obviously very well hidden tokens of appreciation. Over to you, High Sheriff.
Well, thank you very much. That's a real surprise, not expected, and I'm very, very grateful, so thank you. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to our 15th High Sheriff Awards for Enterprise, which was started in 2007 by the then High Sheriff, Mr. David Briggs, who is delighted to be here with us tonight. Well done, David. And I'm sure our regular supporters will be aware of the different approach we've taken this year. After 2 years of COVID, which is still affecting so many companies with high staff absenteeism, we didn't feel that a large-scale event with tables costing hundreds of pounds was appropriate. And we wanted to not only celebrate our great businesses, but also give a networking opportunity to meet and share experiences during these exceptional times. I've also introduced 2 new categories linked to our wonderful charity and volunteer sector, who carry out such an important role in our communities, and never more so than during the pandemic. I'd like to thank our generous sponsors, some of them who have been with us since that very first year. Your continued support is really appreciated, and we hope to speak to you in the next few weeks about your views on this new format. And a huge thank you to the university staff who have helped me enormously with the organisation and administration of the awards, and indeed this evening's event. And I hope that they don't mind if I in particular mention Jenny, who will be really embarrassed. Where's Jenny? Jenny, I'd like you to come forward. Present this beautiful cake, which is from the University Garden. Magnificent. Yeah. Jenny. So a word about how we proceed from here. We'll ask the award sponsor to come to the stage and then show videos of the finalists in each category, followed by a summary from the judges. The sponsor will announce a winner, who will then come forward, collect their award and have a photograph taken. At the end of all of the categories, we'd like the runners-up also to come to the front for their certificate and photo, and hopefully finish with a group photo of all the finalists, hopefully. So on with the show, and I'm delighted that the Chancellor of the University has agreed to be our Master of Ceremonies. Thank you very much. As a highly successful sole trader, first established in 1948, I think is a perfect choice for a business event. He's clearly a top salesman because he's managed to negotiate TV appearances for ITV, BBC, Channel 4 and Channel 5. Often all in the same week, sometimes the same day. And as I found out the other Saturday evening, channel hopping whilst trying to wait for Match of the Day, it can even appear on shows broadcast at the same time. And like all successful traders, he has a wide product range. A prolific author, biographer for the royal family and many others, broadcaster, journalist, protector of the English language, investor in teddy bears, theatre star, well, admittedly it's a one-man show, and for a brief time, Member of Parliament. And now to enhance that list even more, he can add presenter of the High Sheriff's Award for Enterprise, Mr. Giles Brandreth. Now I'm scared.
No, you don't need to be, Robert. You're brilliant. But Robert is right. I'm honoured to be helping to host these awards this evening. And I am quite a seasoned awards host. I do a lot of it. And, of course, it went away for a couple of years, but it has now returned. But you will perhaps be amused to know that the awards ceremony I hosted before this, the last one I hosted, which was last week in London, I hosted for the 15th time the British Funeral Directors Awards. A livelier event than you might expect. In fact, they were in very good heart, to be honest. The funeral directors have had a fantastic 18 months. No supply chain issues for them. So they were in very good heart, and it was a curious event, because, well, it always is, because they have a trade show during the day. This takes place at something called the Russell Hotel in Russell Square. And they have a trade show during the day where they have on display all the sort of latest kit little cremation kits, puffing smoke in the corner. And the coffins are all laid out, caskets. And I've noticed the development over the years. Now the models sitting in the caskets, there's a greater diversity than there used to be in the models. So you have these rather glamorous models sitting in the caskets, sort of waving at you all day, real human beings. And this year they had a particularly large eco range of coffins, which I'd not seen before. I'd seen raffia ones, but this year they had cardboard ones, and for the first time a paper coffin, which was endorsed by Greta Thunberg. Not a joke, it was a real endorsement. And it was made entirely of paper, rather like a sort of origami kit, You remember those things we had as a children, you opened and closed it? Grandpa, now you see him, now you don't, now you see him, now you don't. Anyway, that was during the day, and then the evening is the awards ceremony. And as the awards host, you stand here hoping that nobody's going to come up and hit you. And most awards ceremonies are like the one is going to be this evening, where you have, the finalists are announced, the winners announced, then you come up, take your award, say thank you, and return to your seat. Not at the Funeral Directors Awards. No, that's quite different. You get up, and you come up onto the stage, and you collect your award, and then you're expected to back slowly to the rear of the stage where the curtains part and you disappear behind. And there are two big awards at the end of the evening. One is for the crematorium of the year, known as the Creme de la Creme Award. And the other is the Lifetime Achievement Award for thinking outside the box. So I'm excited to be here, and if you are new to the university or new to this building, this is the Churchill Centre, and it does have historic associations. I think I'm right. We have a bust of General de Gaulle, I think, on the floor below, because he came to this part of the world during the Second World War when he was leading the Free French in this country. I'm saying that because when you win your award and come up onto the stage, it'll be quite a crowded stage. Go up on tiptoes. You'll find this makes the shoulders go down, the tummy go in, you will look like a winner. If a hand is shaken, shake it firmly, and because these pictures will last forever. And you may think, well, it's the Chancellor. That's nice enough. It's the High Sheriff. That's very, very nice. And the Lord Lieutenant is here. So interesting hands to shake. But at one remove, I can offer you here in the Churchill Centre something quite exciting. I, as a child, went to the Lycée Français de Londres in London, and when he came on a state visit in 1957, I was introduced to President de Gaulle, Charles de Gaulle. So I have shaken the hand of Charles de Gaulle. So at one remove this evening, if you win a prize and shake my hand, you'll be shaking the hand of the leader of the Free French during the Second World War. Now, unfortunately, Winston Churchill died while I was still at school, and consequently I cannot necessarily give you directly the hand that shook the hand of Winston Churchill. But I was a friend of his daughter, Mary Soames, and she very sweetly, knowing how I love to say I've shaken the hand, shook the hand, when I last visited her, she said, "I know you never met my father, but I think I can help you shake his hand." I said, "Really?" And she went upstairs and came down from her bedroom with a marble bust, I suppose you'd call it, his hand. After he died, they made a cast of Winston Churchill's hand, which was very small and very delicate, and she had made it into a cast. And so she allowed me, with his right hand, to shake the hand of Winston Churchill. So when you get an award tonight in the Churchill Centre, ladies and gentlemen, you will be shaking at one remove, really two removes, the hand of Winston Churchill, which, I don't think any other university in the United Kingdom can offer you that. That's something special. I did also once meet and work with a wonderful old actor called Sir Ralph Richardson, who played the part of Winston Churchill in a film. And Sir Ralph was a wonderful character, wonderfully eccentric. And I met him when I was very young. I was in my 20s. He was by then in his 60s or 70s. And he just played Churchill in a film. And I wanted him to work for me in a theatre production. And I wrote to him, and he agreed to have lunch with me. And we had lunch at Rule's Restaurant in Maiden Lane in London. And he arrived, and you could see I was just a callow youth. And he wasn't interested in me. He was looking around the room for somebody more interesting to talk to. And he seemed to catch sight of somebody he recognized across the room, and he waved at this character, who turned towards him. And Sir Ralph said, "Oh, hello, is that you, Stanley? Oh, Stanley Jackson, so good to see you." And then he said, "Oh, Stanley, but how you've changed. Where's that lovely head of red hair you used to have, Stanley? You've gone all bald. And Stanley, your face, oh, it used to be such a happy, round, roly-poly face, and now it's all long and lugubrious. Oh, Stanley Jackson, how you've changed." At which point the man intervened to say, "I'm not Stanley Jackson." "Oh, changed your name as well, have you?" We are here tonight for these High Sheriff's Awards, instituted 14 years ago by David Briggs, who I have to say his contribution to this part of the world has been and continues to be extraordinary. I know in the presence of the new Lord Lieutenant, one shouldn't be praising the predecessor, but I have to say, I do think he has been brilliant, and starting this was a marvellous thing to do. Can we have a round of applause for David? Well done, David. Enterprise is everything. I mean, you know, everything, growth, we have to move forward. As people will know, it was mentioned, I've written royal biographies. I wrote a biography of the Duke of Edinburgh. The Duke of Edinburgh was absolutely obsessed with change and directing change and looking for the future. And the Duke of Edinburgh used to say, anything that wasn't made by God was made by an engineer. And in this country, we need to do more for engineering, more for science. And he was a pioneer within the royal family, picking up, I think, from the inheritance of maybe Prince Albert. But since then, there hadn't been anyone who was like him, an advocate of science, technology, and engineering. He really believed that that was what the future had to be about. And that, in a sense, is one of the great strengths of this part of the world where we are. And I know that David has been an extraordinary advocate of this part of the world being one of the science capitals of the British Isles, and that's terribly important. Of course, with science and innovation come challenges. I mean, all the wonderful things that we do in this part of the world, from fertilizers to glass manufacture, you know, to the Standard Oil refinery, all of that, they bring pollution with them. They bring those environmental problems with them, which is why it is very exciting that one of the things that is happening in this world is this high net northwest decarbonisation project. So as well as being innovators in this area, we are also going to be innovators in solving the problems that, incidentally, science and technology and engineering can create. And that, I think, is one of the changes that has been within my lifetime. When I was young, first seeing people like the Duke of Edinburgh talking about this sort of thing on television, the environment wasn't mentioned in the way that it is now. And now we see, actually, as we move forward, we've got to care about the environment as well as the community, as well as the advances. And that's happening in a most fantastic way up here. So I salute all of you who are involved in that, and particularly the local enterprise partnership. It's all fantastic. What's happening in terms of our ambition for £1 billion worth of low-carbon investment opportunities in this part of the world is something that we can celebrate. And that's actually what is so extraordinary. People talk, I was at a function last week with members of the government, and you know they were doing a lot of good talk about levelling up. But I said, actually, you know, some people have been ahead of the game for some years. And in terms of levelling up, in terms of engineering, science, and those kind of, this has been happening in this part of the world for quite a time. And we're here to salute you people who have been actually making that happen. So that's what these awards are about. And what's going to happen is we have half a dozen or so awards. I will introduce each time a sponsor, if there is one. We will see as we go on that some of the sponsors are also up for prizes. I have to tell the sponsors something here. This is, we're not in Russia, and these are genuine awards. This means however deep your sponsorship has been, and we are terribly grateful to you. And please keep doing it, even if in fact you haven't won. You know, some of you may find you've sponsored this under a misapprehension. So that's just the way it goes. So don't just assume, because we are grateful nonetheless. And please do enter another year. If we don't seem to have served you right tonight. Okay. We are very grateful, seriously, to the judges for actually ensuring that these are awards of the right standard. And I have to say, it's not a secret, there were other categories where actually we didn't feel that the entries were of the caliber to deliver on what the High Sheriff's initial ambitions were. So we haven't given awards necessarily in every category. So if you've won tonight, you have won because you have won legitimately. You can be very proud indeed. So let's begin with our first award. It's the High Sheriff's Award for Excellence in Enterprise, sponsored by the university. We've got two shortlisted companies, Ultimex and HCD Economics. Let me invite Professor Kurt Allman, who is our Executive Dean of the Faculty of Business and Management, to the stage to hand out the award. And with each of these awards, we're going to see a couple of short films telling us a little bit about what the candidates had to offer. So let's watch the films, and then we'll hear what the judges had to say.
I'm Devinder Lote. I'm the Managing Director of Ultimex Limited. We have three divisions: electronics design and manufacture, fiber optic connectivity solutions for telecoms and datacoms, bespoke LED lighting solutions, and all three divisions serve UK and further afield. The fact that we've been shortlisted is a big thank you to the team. Without the team, we would not actually have achieved this nomination. It's very humbling, and it's a very special honor to have been shortlisted.
Hi, and thanks for the nomination. My name's Jamie O'Hara, and I'm the CEO of HCD Economics, and we've developed global research that's resulted in the development of a team of over 50 people across 4 different countries, and our research has been utilised by governments and payer organisations across the world in order to understand and make better decisions around patient access to treatments and care. That's broadly what our business is, and I'd like to thank the university, of course, for helping us along the way, and moreover the team that I have the pleasure of working with on a day-to-day basis. Thank you.
Lisa Rowe from the business school, who judged this category with university colleagues, gave this feedback. Ultimex's commercial success and sustainable growth, very impressive. Bold move to acquire the firm in Wallington has paid off. Evidence of continual growth since 2004 in terms of both staff, turnover. Particularly impressive track record in providing opportunities for personal growth and development for others. Organisational support and mentoring of work experienced students from schools, colleges and university is to be commended, because clearly you've got to get them young if you're going to get them into this area. HCD, particularly impressive track record in providing opportunities for personal growth and development for others, which has contributed to the success of the company. Organisational support for the charitable and not-for-profit sector is to be commended. Apparently it was a close-run thing. I don't know who the winner is.
And neither do I.
Neither do I. Open the gold envelope and reveal all. And wild applause for the winner. If you are the winner, please take to the stage. If you're not the winner, we still admire you. You've done brilliantly, being the runner-up. There were lots of people who aren't even in the room, So, anyway.
Thank you, Charles. It gives me great pleasure to announce the winner of the award for Excellence in Enterprise. If we can get in the envelope.
We're clearly not going to be recycling the envelopes. I do apologise about that. Never mind.
I didn't get the brief on that one. It's Ultimex Limited.
Congratulations. Well done, Ultimex. Well done. Hold the award. Do you want to speak to your people? No? Shake your hand. Shake my hand. Shake your hand. That's all you want to do. Congratulations. Well done. Yes, you can say a word of thanks.
I can't believe it. To be honest with you, it's the team that's won it. I'm just here to get it, actually. Yeah. But I still can't believe we've got it, actually. I'm speechless.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm speechless. Thank you.
That's what we want. Can I say there's a role model too in terms of accepting prizes. I'm speechless. That's what we want to hear from all the other winners. Okay. The next award is the High Sheriff's Award for Outstanding Community Engagement, sponsored by NSERC. And I'd like to invite Lee Wright from NSERC to come and present the award. Lee, well done. Thanks for being here. Let's see who the two shortlisted companies are. They're Sean Bailey Wellness and We Mind the Gap. And we'll see the two films about them now.
I'm Sean Bailey, founder and director of Sean Bailey Wellness Community Interest Company. We are a health and wellbeing training and coaching and education company based in Runcorn, Cheshire. We help others improve their health and wellbeing through education, training and coaching. To be nominated for an award that recognises community engagement with such privilege, such as the High Sheriff Award, it's a real honour to receive this nomination. I'd really like to thank the University of Chester and their Business Grow programme for the support that they've given our business. Without that support, this would not be possible for us.
I'm Laura Columbine and I'm the programme lead for We Mind the Gap's virtual programme, We Discover. We're a social mobility charity that fills the gaps in young people's lives with the things that the rest of us might take for granted. We Discover reaches into the homes of those experiencing isolation, widening their worlds and creating a plan for a positive future. We are thrilled to be nominated for a High Sheriff's Award, recognising the genuine care and support shown by our team to those in the community.
It must have been very difficult to come up with a winner here. The judges from NSERC felt that Sean Bailey Wellness, impressed with its dual approach to physical and mental health and how it structured its approach to include the whole family. Those with special educational needs and disabilities often get overlooked, and this initiative really goes the mile to make a difference. And in the case of We Mind the Gap, the judges felt that We Mind the Gap really pushed the boundaries on creating social mobility and promoting opportunities. Its inclusive approach ensures everyone is listened to and valued regardless of background or history. Okay, Lee, here is the envelope.
Absolutely incredible nominations. So, the winner. Again, another unrecycled envelope. For the winner of this amazing award is We Mind the Gap.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to do this. Congratulations. Do you want to say a word? You spoke so well. Was it you on the video?
It was.
Do feel free to say a word.
Well, thank you so much. It's an absolute privilege, and I am just one member of a wider team that have huge, huge hearts. So thank you very much.
Well done. Brilliant. If I may say so, also your way of communicating is fantastic, because what actually you're about is taking huge, huge hearts and making a difference with those hearts. Fantastic. Next award is the High Sheriff Award for Young Business Person of the Year, sponsored by Mornflake. James Lee from Mornflake, please come to the stage to help present the award. Here he is. Well done. Two shortlisted. We've got young business people. They are Matt Pike from Fly High Media and Chris Bullock from QV Bioelectronics. Let's see the films about them.
I'm Chris Bullock, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of QV Bioelectronics. QV Bioelectronics is a startup based at Alderley Park, developing a new type of medical device to treat brain tumours using electricity. With our innovative technology, we have the aim of doubling the survival of these patients without impacting their quality of life. I'm honoured to have been nominated for this award, but it really is a team effort, and we wouldn't be in the position we are as a company without the hard work of a group of very dedicated people over the last few years.
I'm Matt Pike, the founder and managing director of Fly High Media. We're a digital marketing agency that helps businesses generate more leads and sales by improving their online visibility. We specialise in search engine optimization, pay-per-click advertising, and social media marketing. I'm absolutely delighted to be nominated for this award, and I'd like to thank my incredibly talented team for nominating me.
Well, they both walked in like winners, didn't they? Anyway, this category was judged by Maggie Chen from Girls in Charge and Yolanda Duff from TMI Lifestyle. This is some of their feedback. Chris was chosen because of the clear and widespread impact of QV Bioelectronics has the potential to deliver. As one of the developers of Grace, an implantable device that could change the life expectancy for brain tumor patients globally, Chris's work in the arena is remarkable. Just think about that for a moment. A young person here starting up with other people a business that is creating an implantable device that is going to change the life expectancy of brain tumor patients globally, happening in our part of the world. It's fantastic, really is. Matt from Highfly Media was chosen because his entrepreneurial spirit shone through in his supporting statement. Stepping into business is daunting at the best of times, but to take on the challenge at 19 while studying for a degree and carve out such an exceptional path of success is inspiring. And taking a business through a pandemic and coming out stronger is a remarkable achievement that should not go unacknowledged. Well, if this isn't going to be shared, anyway, I don't think it is, but anyway.
Are you inviting me to change?
I don't know. I mean, clearly what they're both doing is extraordinary, and it's moving because it gives you hope for the future.
It is, and of course the young people are the middle-aged people of tomorrow, so welcome to the club. The young person, business person of the year goes to Matt Pike.
Congratulations, Matt. This is the reason I was inviting people to stand on their toes right from the beginning. It would look a little bit as if I was trying too hard if I started doing it now. Okay, up we go. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Congratulations. You want to say a word?
Thank you. Oh no, I'm speechless.
How old are you now?
I'm 25 now.
25. Well, you're 25. You're old enough to say a word. Come and say thank you. Come and say thank you. Just say thank you.
Yeah, like as similar to what everyone else has said, like nothing would be possible without my team as well. Like really appreciate being nominated by them and to receive this as well. So,
well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done, that's brilliant. Brilliant. Don't forget to call your parents later, because they're the people who actually made it possible. I just want to explain that. Yeah. Okay, the next award is the High Sheriff's Apprentice of the Year Award, sponsored by Barlow's. Barlow's have more than 100 apprentices currently in training at Clifford College, their own training centre. So could I invite Mac Johnston, who is Barlow's current Apprentice of the Year, onto the stage to present this award. Yeah, well done. Again, very challenging to get a short list, so challenging that the judges decided they had to have 3 people shortlisted this time. They are Ben Edwards, James Ellison, and Aidan Melbourne. Let's see the films about them.
Hi, I'm Ben Edwards. I joined NSERC back in 2019 as a Process Operator Apprentice and recently been promoted into the Process Operator role. NSERC supplies container glass to some of the largest foods and drink industries in the world, such as Coca-Cola and Patek's Curry. So I'm grateful for this opportunity given to me for nominated for High Sheriff Award. The people I'd like to thank for that, obviously my manager, Rob Whitkiss, Helen Rose, who's head of business improvement up at NSERC, and Lee Wright, who was my coach during NSERC as an apprentice. Obviously, this last year has been such a great opportunity for me to learn things that I've never done before, and it was just great to put it all into practice and end up where I am today.
I'm James Ellison and I'm an apprentice as a process operator at SR Oil. We play a key part in the national economy, producing over 16% of the UK transport fuels. I'm very grateful to have been shortlisted for this award. I've had fantastic training with both TT and SR. I've learned so much from so many people. Along with the other apprentices, I've had an amazing few years, despite training in the middle of a pandemic.
Hi, I am Aidan and I am in the final years of my AAT qualification studies. I'm an accounts assistant and I work for Shaw Austin Chartered Accountants, where we provide accountancy and business support to independent businesses throughout the UK. I'm really excited to be put forward for this award, as it means a lot that my employer and colleagues can see that I'm working really hard and can see that I'm doing really well in work.
Well, feedback from the judges from Barlett. Were you one of the judges? Did you help out? No, you didn't. Anyway, okay. I mean, again, very impressive. I thought Ben was brilliant, and no fool him. Thanking the manager first of all. I'd have given him the award just on the strength of that, wouldn't you? But again, when James spoke and just sort of casually said, you know, we supply 16% of the UK's transport fuels. Yeah, as if, just extraordinary. What is being done here? And am I right? Is Ben working with the glass company that is actually now creating bottles? We used to import wine in bottles from around the world, and now somebody had the bright idea, why don't we import the wine and put it in local bottles? And we are creating those bottles here. Nobody knows about that. I'm so pleased to be here. I'm taking these messages back to people like The One Show and This Morning, who I think don't realise all that is happening. Anyway, very impressive. And of course, Aidan, very impressive indeed to hear somebody saying something nice about accountants. Any one of them should have won, in my view. It's unlikely to be the accountancy fellow because, the prejudice against the backroom boys and girls. But let's see how fair the judging is. I genuinely don't know. So there we are. Easy. Proper, careful opening of the envelope.
Proper. Right, the winner is Aidan Melbourne.
The accountant wins! Yay! Very impressive.
We should take our jackets off, shouldn't we?
No. Yes, we were supposed to. They just thought it was dressed down Thursday. Well done, congratulations. You want to say anything? No. How wise. No, we know he comes from a world of accountancy. Charging by the 15 minutes, we can't afford it. We now come to the High Sheriff's Award for Digital Innovation, sponsored by DriveWorks. Glenn Smith is here to present the award. Please come up, Glenn. Are you here? Glenn, coming up? Oh, well done. Shortlisted here are Apprentice Clinical and Think Beyond. Let's see the two films about them.
Hi, I'm Steve McConchie and I'm the CEO of Apprentice Clinical. We're a contract clinical research organisation that runs clinical trials in the UK, Europe and the US. We're delighted to have been nominated for this category for our work on the COSMIC-19 study, which is using wearables and AI technology in COVID-19 patients. All this work was made possible by Zensium, the Christie and Manchester Foundation NHS Trust.
Hi, it's Marseille here. I am one of the co-founders at Think Beyond. Think Beyond is a management consultancy. We serve boards and also senior marketeers to accelerate time to value with our services across research, across planning, change, and of course, our neuroscience services. We're very grateful to have been nominated to the Digital Innovation Awards here at the High Sheriff. Especially these last 2 years have been extremely hard for everyone, so it's awesome to be recognized. We're very grateful to our clients, of course. Without them, we couldn't be here, and also to our amazing team. Thank you so much.
Well, the judges from DriveWorks provided the following feedback. Apprentice spotted an opportunity to incorporate patient wearables and AI, artificial intelligence, provided by a third party, Zensium, into their clinical trial program, which was applied to COVID-19 in the hope of finding patterns in patient data. And it's likely to influence how hospital patients will be monitored in the future. So, work that actually goes from here, again, nationally and then internationally. The judges said they believe Think Beyond made innovative use of technology to introduce something new to marketing, providing insights that are valuable, actionable, and already making a difference. They liked the fact that this award submission clearly explained the significance of how and why they use technology in their application, and said that immediately got their attention. Now, this is intriguing, based on the facts that, and this is your takeaway from tonight, up to 98% of purchasing decisions are subconscious. The majority of this is based on emotions. Okay? The brain makes an emotional decision about a brand in under 0.07 seconds, which is why all of us instinctively thought that lady was wonderful, didn't we? The moment she began talking, we thought that. We didn't even know what the product was. We just warmed to it instantly. That's what these people are showing. Well, again, I don't know who I would have picked. So difficult. But you had to make a choice.
We did.
And you did. Please tell us all about it.
So we won this award a few years ago, and it was kind of a springboard for us, which was great. Innovation, in particular digital innovation, is kind of what makes a country grow. And the winner is La La Land. No, that was Oscars 2017. Yeah, sorry. The winner is Think Beyond.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We don't want to.
Sorry.
No, you stand up.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Would you both like to say a word?
Yes, please.
Good, I thought so.
Thank you so much.
We know you only need 0.07 of a second, so don't feel you have to milk it.
I will take the opportunity to speak, and I'm going to say thank you. I'm excited. Can you not tell? Thank you so much. We're very grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's brilliant. We now go on to the next category. It's the High Sheriff's Survive and Thrive Award for Charities. This is sponsored by the High Sheriff himself. Two shortlisted companies are Chapter and My CWA. Let's see the films first.
Hi, I'm Claire Ashworth and I work for Chapter. Chapter's a mental health charity based in the Northwest, and we support people who are struggling to maintain good mental well-being. Chapter offers a range of projects to suit everyone's needs. So we offer things like our Belong projects, our Belong activities, which include things like dog walks and getting out and about and outside space. This also includes The Haven. It's one of our new green spaces set in the local heart of the community in Ellesmere Port. We also offer one-to-one intensive coaching for people with a diagnosis of a serious mental illness, and online courses as well for people who have mild to moderate mental ill health. On behalf of the whole of the Chapter staff team, thank you. Thank you for shortlisting us for this award. We really appreciate it.
I'm Saskia Lightburn-Ritchie. I'm the Chief Executive of My CWA. We're a local domestic abuse charity in Cheshire. We aim to help people to live free from the fear that they might have of domestic abuse because of their experiences. We want the community to be free from the fear of domestic abuse and every adult and child to be able to live their lives to the full and have healthy relationships. This award means so much to us. We're absolutely honoured to have been shortlisted for it. I have to say, our team are amazing. We've got fantastic staff and volunteers who've worked really hard right throughout the pandemic in very, very exceptionally trying circumstances. We've had short staff, we've had the same issues that people in other sectors have had, and they have been fantastic. They've worked all hours of the day and night to make sure we still have a 24-hour service, and really I really feel like the staff team deserve to get this award. It's recognition for all of that hard work.
The award was judged by Cheshire Community Foundation, who provided this feedback. Chapter, impressive, with the speed in which it adapted to provide telephone support at the same time as training up numerous new volunteers to help meet the enormous spike in demand for mental health support during the pandemic. Team put in place technology and support that enabled the organisation to reduce risk, increase efficiency, and improve support externally. All good stuff. My CWA, that's Cheshire Without Abuse, met the criteria of providing an excellent service by embracing technology. For example, the team now uses SurveyMonkey for initial assessments, including with perpetrators, and feels that this actually works better as it encourages honesty and is quicker and more efficient. Interesting. Some of My CWA's therapeutic work has again been highly successful on Zoom. Many families have been provided with Ring video doorbells, helping them feel safe and secure in their own home. Wow. Again, two extraordinarily impressive candidates. High Sheriff, would you please come and tell us who you decided should be the winner? Oops. Muddle up now. I think this is it.
Thank you very much. Pleased to say that I've also been able to visit both of these charities. They are absolutely amazing. And the winner is My CWA.
Congratulations. Come on down. My CWA. isn't it?
Thank you.
Great to win. Enjoy the moment. Congratulations. It's the winner.
Hi everyone, I'm Bev Brighton, I'm the Deputy Chief Exec for my CWA, so I'm delighted to be here today and accept the award on behalf of all the staff and volunteers that have worked tirelessly throughout the pandemic, so thank you so much.
And I think we've reached the penultimate award now. This is the High Sheriff's Award for Exceptional Startup, sponsored by Warrington Borough Council. And let me invite Stephen Fitzsimmons onto the stage to present the award. Stephen, well done. Two shortlisted companies here, Bio and Me and Sean Bailey Wellness. Let's see the two films.
Hello, I am John Walsh, and along with my co-founder, Dr. Megan Rossi, who is the gut health doctor, we created Bio and Me. We created Bio and Me to be the very best good for your gut food brand in the UK, so that all of our porridges, mueslis, granolas and yogurts carry the EFSA approved good for your gut health claim, and we're the only food brand in the UK that can do that and also taste nice at the same time. Dr. Megan and I are really chuffed to have been nominated for this award, but in truth, it really should go to two other groups of people. First of all, the hard-working team here in Chester, and secondly, for the fast reaction of some key retailers. So Sainsbury's, Waitrose, Ocado, booths up in the Northwest have all been superstars listing Bio and Me really early and really fast. So thank you to them.
I'm Sean Bailey, founder and director of Sean Bailey Wellness Community Interest Company. We are a health and wellbeing training and coaching and education company based in Runcorn, Cheshire. We help others improve their health and wellbeing through education, training and coaching. To be nominated for such a prestigious award such as the High Sheriff Award is extremely humbling and a real privilege. We'd really like to thank the University of Chester and the Business Growth Hub for the support that they've provided our organisation. Without their support, we would not be here today and not be able to function as an organisation.
It's all so impressive, it's extraordinary. The judges, this is what, they're from Warrington Borough Council, they provided the feedback. Rarely has a startup achieved so much in such a short period of time, with 320% growth and shelf space in several big retailers, as he mentioned. Bio and Me is a great example of the art of the possible. A good idea only goes so far. This company has knocked it out of the park. And then Sean Bailey. Sean Bailey's application is a great example of business metrics. He knows exactly where the company has come from, the current performance and its future ambition. Pandemic has led to many enterprises failing. However, Sean rose to the challenge and now has a sustainable, viable business that supports employment and generates a profit. And the winner for the High Sheriff's Award for Exceptional Startup. Please, would you announce that for us, Stephen?
Well done to all applicants. And the winner is Bio and Me.
Well done. I'm not surprised. Brilliant.
Thank you. Yeah. Now, how do I do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Great. Come forward. You've got to thank us from your gut.
Yeah, well.
That.
I genuinely thank you. I'm really surprised. So thank you very much indeed. It means a lot. The team are waiting, so we'll take this back to them. And also, I can't quite believe age 51, I'm going to be in trouble with my mum for not wearing a tie tonight. So I'm sorry about that as well. Thank you.
It's a brilliant achievement, and and the bit that I like most from what he said, and I know it's true because I've tried it, it is tasty. Yeah, not just good for you, it is tasty. Okay, next award, and this I think is our penultimate award, is the Outstanding Family Business, sponsored by Robert's Bakery. They're not here this evening, so the High Sheriff is going to present the trophy. Two shortlisted companies are Amelia Knight and Hydraulics Online. Let's see the films about them.
I'm Mark Salmon, Manufacturing and Technical Director of Amelia Knight Limited. We design and manufacture cosmetics in North West England, shipping our products worldwide. To be shortlisted for this award is an honour for myself and the entire Salmon family. We always try to engage with the communities that we're part of, and to be recognised in this way is a great honour. The work our chairman has done, David Salmon, makes us all feel very proud.
Okay, so
I'm Helen.
Hi, I'm Mark, and we're co-founders of Hydraulics Online Limited. We're Hydraulics Online Limited. We're an independent, family-owned fluid power and hydraulics business, trading the world over with approximately 130 plus countries.
Being recognised for this award and having our achievements and community work recognised is absolutely fabulous. Our team are real proof of what great knowledge and excellent customer service can do on a global stage, even through a pandemic, and that a micro family business with clear vision and values can really punch above its weight and act as a real role model to others.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. This is all about businesses who are making a global impact. Just extraordinary. Mike Roberts from Roberts Bakery judged this category, and he said simply, both of these companies are skilled and resourceful family businesses. They've grown domestically and internationally in a totally different product areas, and both richly deserve to be nominated for this award. Robert, though, is going to reveal which of the two has won the award. If you would open the envelope, Robert. Thank you.
And the High Sheriff's Award for Outstanding Family Business, Amelia Knight. I forgot the jacket. Congratulations. Well done.
Okay.
Is there a word? This is your moment.
Yeah, just briefly. Thank you. Yeah, Amelia Knight really is a family business. On the board of directors is my mum and my dad, my two older brothers and my younger sister. So it's difficult at times. But this means a lot, so thank you very much.
Now we come to our final award. It's for the Outstanding Cheshire and Wallington Business Leader, sponsored by Cheshire Business Leaders. No shortlist for this award, just a winner. Robert is going to give us more details and reveal to us who the winner is. Robert.
Thank you. So we've received some excellent entrants for this award, but I can honestly say that the winner is truly outstanding, as I'm sure you will agree as I read his achievements. The entry is based on three key areas: unparalleled business growth, inspirational vision, and a bold decarbonisation plan that is placing the North West at the centre of excellence for sustainable production. Our winner joined his company in 1998, became MD in 2004, and is today its longest-serving employee. He played an integral part in the opening of their Cheshire plant in 2005, when it was forecast to have around 300 staff at its peak. Forward 16 years, and under his stewardship, the plant has grown to cater for just under 40% UK market share, has more than 1,000 on-site staff, and have recently come to the end of a £275 million investment programme and is one of the largest employers in the region. Following this incredible growth, and whilst navigating the business successfully through the COVID pandemic, maintaining full output, without having to furlough any staff, he has worked tirelessly to put the company onto a new sustainable path that will cement the North West as a global innovator of sustainable packaging. His vision to be the first in the world to create carbon zero containers has seen the business successfully trial biofuel to create the world's most sustainable bottles, attract high-profile government visits, and play a key role in HyNet's success in bringing hydrogen to this region from 2025. Last year, plans were announced for a new £75 million national distribution hub in Cheshire to be built by 2023. This will serve the UK and European drinks industry and will be the most innovative of its kind globally, saving thousands of tons of carbon by sending brands bottles straight to retail stores and cutting out the need for regional distribution centres. The plans for sustainable furnaces and a new national hub are expected to create a further 200 skilled jobs for Cheshire. During the last 23 years, our winner has created a business unrivaled by peers in its sector, established Cheshire as a glassmaking and bottling powerhouse. As both a disruptor and an optimist at heart, and with clear vision, he is now leading a path for Cheshire to be the undisputed global leader of sustainable glass production, enable it to continue its incredible growth as a major employer and creating hundreds of sustainable jobs for the future. The company is, of course, NSERC, and the man behind this terrific growth story is our outstanding Cheshire and Warrington business leader, Mr. Adrian Curry.
Well done.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much. I wasn't planning to say anything here tonight, but I know Giles won't let me away without saying something, which is quite ironic because I spent most of my formative years watching Countdown when I was supposed to be at school doing something more productive. Hence the reason I had to work hard in the manufacturing environment and not be an accountant or something like that. But yeah, listen, I'm so delighted to win the award tonight. I always believe there's no I in team. I have many of my team here tonight. Hopefully they'll support me in that. But if you will indulge me, I will take some satisfaction here tonight. I'm very proud to receive the award. Northwest and Cheshire has been fantastic. I've moved here with my family, my wife, 10 years ago, almost to the day. And we moved here to further my career and have a better life. And I must say it's been absolutely fantastic. The area is truly incredible. The opportunities, the people, the can-do attitude, and just so easy to live here, to work here, and everybody's very friendly and very supportive, is our experience, I have to say. So very proud, very privileged. Thank you very much, Robert, judges, everybody else. And if you can give us a word on the one show, we'd like people to buy more glass and recycle it much more, Giles. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Can I borrow that? Return to your seat. I just want people to take a look at these awards because I think they are absolutely beautiful. The sort of award ceremonies I go to normally, they give a kind of faux onyx award, you know, a perfectly serviceable thing. These are unique. These really are the High Sheriff's Awards. Your name is on it. This is something you will treasure and keep all your life. And they've been specially made for us by a company started by Tracy Telford. And Tracy Telford is somebody who, I think during the pandemic, she was awarded the British Empire Medal because her company, which through laser technology creates things like this, made hundreds of thousands of masks when there was that early PPE shortage and gave them to the NHS. So she is a hero and she's an artist, and that's why these awards are very special indeed. So a round of applause please for her and spread them out. We have one very special person still to meet tonight, but before I step down, I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank our sponsors. Thank you so much. It makes it happen. I think from what you've heard, you will want to go on sponsoring this, because we are saluting young companies, young people, and sometimes older people who have got new ideas, who are doing extraordinary work here in this part of the world, Warrington, Cheshire, and it's making a national impact and an international impact. It is fantastic. And we're attracting people who've come to us from, in this case, Northern Ireland, settled here, and are now becoming our ambassadors. It's amazing. It's wonderful. So please go on sponsoring us. Please go on supporting these awards. Well done, David, creating them 14 years ago. Well done, the university, being involved, and particularly well done tonight. Effortlessly, we had audio-visual. We just took it for granted that up came, in fact, in all, 22 little films were shown. They were actually made by the University of Chester audio-visual department, which has professionals in it, but also uses the students to help make the work. So, as well as thanking Jenny, can we thank all the backroom boys, girls, men, women who have done all this for us. Thank you very much. I often say the reason that I go on working year in, year out is because I've, got 3 children, 7 grandchildren, and consequently need the money. Because I've discovered that money is the one thing keeping me in touch with them. But the truth is, I do this for other reasons. And the other reasons are being introduced on a regular basis to people like you, who, if you just watch the news, you would feel at the moment it's a very dark, grim world. And even when it isn't a very dark, grim world, often what the news has to give us is reporting things that are going wrong. And we are in a room tonight full of people who are doing things that are going right, that are building our future and giving us hope for the future, which is fantastic. That's the reason I'm here. And also I'm here because we are so blessed in the local leadership that we have. Our current High Sheriff, a great man. We've got a remarkable woman to follow him. We've had great High Sheriffs before, and we've had wonderful Lord Lieutenants. Some have been the same people. Can I end by saluting tonight's High Sheriff, but inviting to do that more formally, can I please ask you to welcome Her Majesty's Lord Lieutenant of Cheshire, Lady Redmond. She's with us. Please come forward.
Well, thank you, Giles. Congratulations to you all, winners and runners-up. There is such a fine line when it comes to making these decisions, so I hope you'll all go away feeling very, very fulfilled and proud. It's great, I agree with everyone else, to be able to stage live awards ceremony at last, to celebrate the great initiative, the innovation, and the positive impact of the region's impressive enterprises on our economy and communities. So I must add my thanks to the Vice-Chancellor Eunice and the university and all the sponsors who have made this possible and in such style. And of course, David, we've all thanked you, and I will too. You started these awards, and we often meet at occasions like this, and I will now, last time I think we got the 53 Commonwealth countries, it's actually 54. This time it's 15, isn't it, David? It's not 14, so thank you for that very much. And he's actually been wonderful in encouraging and supporting me into this role. So thank all you, and thank you, David. Churchill House, or whatever you call it these days, is a magnificent venue. It's embedded now in the history of Chester and Cheshire due to its various uses over time. not least as the headquarters of Western Command during the Second World War, as Giles explained, visited by Eisenhower and de Gaulle. But this evening, more poignantly, it's our High Sheriff's former office as Chief Executive Retail of the previous occupier, the Bank of Scotland. Now, this has been a very difficult few words for me to put together. I'll get this line out the way and I'll feel better. Firstly, who on earth would want to follow Giles Brandreth onto the stage? It's just impossible. So thank you, Giles, on behalf of us all, Chancellor, as ever, for helping to make this a very special evening. However, as an accountant myself, Giles, I'd like to give a special well done to Aidan, the accountant. You, me, chat later, I think. But secondly, this is one of the last duties that Robert Mee, our High Sheriff, will undertake this year as Her Majesty's High Sheriff of Cheshire. He completes his year in office this coming Sunday when we welcome Jeannie France Hayhurst, to take on the role. Jeannie's also with us this evening, and we wish you every success, Jeannie. Now, Robert's year in office has passed so quickly, and it's difficult to find the words to thank you appropriately. It's not been the easiest year as we went in and out of lockdown with very little notice and faced the worrying initial reactions to the devastating impacts of the pandemic. Robert adapted without hesitation, and in those early months in office, worked tirelessly to visit and thank the many volunteers in the vaccination centres across the county. And he's continued to support, thank, and acknowledge volunteers working in such difficult circumstances at the moment as traditional fundraising collapsed during the lockdown to keep those much-needed charitable causes afloat. So, we say tireless, we really mean tireless, but you must be exhausted. Did all this whilst continuing his hands-on involvement with the Hospice of the Good Cheshire and Cheshire Young Carers. Robert's enthusiasm, willingness to listen, and genuine empathy with many people he has met during his term of office has ensured he has made many friends along the way. And I say Robert, but I know he would be the first to want me to say Robert and Hayley. Hayley has been a fantastic support to Robert during this year. On a lighter note, as part of his role in supporting our blue light services, Robert also managed to get himself involved in high-speed police car chases, being cut out of a crashed vehicle by the fire service with sparks flying everywhere, directing traffic at accident scenes, sitting with High Court judges on some very nasty cases, and much more. Although I understand Hayley wasn't too keen on being thrown into the forest with a load of police dogs on one visit. Robert also supported many schools during the year and attended events in full court dress. I think you all know the court dress, the tights, the shoes, the buttons. And I do know from Hayley that you will both have fond memories of those enchanting, innocent, and unfiltered questions from the children. Is that a real sword? Do you have special High Sheriff pajamas as well? Why are you wearing girls' shoes? And I love this one. I love your Princess Hayley, but where is your horse? Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to thank Robert and Hayley most sincerely for such a successful year of office, serving the county as Her Majesty's High Sheriff of Cheshire. During at least the first quarter of this historic Platinum Jubilee year of the Queen's remarkable reign. It culminates neatly, well, almost neatly, with this prestigious event today, the University of Chester's High Sheriff Awards for Enterprise. So congratulations again to all participants, and thank you for your much valued contribution to the well-being and prosperity of this county. I agree with you, Giles, it is a spectacular county. The expertise, the skills, the sheer hard work that goes on in this county is inspiring. And if not already achieved, Queen's Award for Enterprise or Voluntary Service next, I hope. Please go for it. Every best wish to you and your organisations for your continued success, and I wish you a safe journey home. Thank you. Now it's Giles, I hope.